This evening I want to introduce you. My name is James Malone. Thanks for the new subscribers. I really appreciate you tuning into the channel. I know it's kind of low tech at the moment. I'm here in the Virgin Islands and I've been here since December 2016. And when I touched down, my computer crashed and had to send it back to the States. And yeah, I've just been trying to work as low tech as possible. Seems to be the most beneficial thing to do here on these islands, and avoid extra expense and whatnot. It's a beautiful place. They call it Virgin Islands, I believe. Sunshine, something, Island of Sunshine. I could be wrong on that, but it is very sunny here. Lots of year-round things you can grow, so I'm delighted to be here and with great people. And yeah, make this video this evening for you about how to consult the I Ching. This copy is really been through, and I guess I think I acquired in 2015, so this is 2015 to 20, about 5 years of, you can see it falling apart here at the seam. That's about 5 years of, it was brand new when I got it, but that's about 5 years of consultation. And what I like to think of this book as, ever since I learned it when I was, my mother actually taught me when I was probably about 14 or 15, and as a young teenager. And I asked her what she was doing with that book one night, and these pennies, she was going like this. And I was like, "Well, Mom, what's going on there? What are you doing?" And she told me, "Well, Jimmy, this is the I Ching." And continued. And I was like, "Well, how does that work?" So she showed me. Now, I just mentioned I have 3 pennies, so and this book was formulated, I'm not quite sure on the exact dates, but up to 10,000 years ago on the back of a tortoise shell, using each one of the 64 hexagrams that you find on a tortoise shell as one symbol. And it started with the first 2 shell segments on the tortoise shell, which was a straight line and a broken line. And the broken line was feminine, receptive, magnetic, and the straight line was masculine, straight, creative, and electric. So this combination can be seen on the back of any turtle shell, and probably gave the turtle shell probably gave the idea for this book. So what we have in here is 64 hexagrams. There's 64 shell segments on the back of a tortoise shell. So if a symbol is written such as this, you almost get a multiplication table, which goes from 1 to 64, and it's a combination of these lines in the lower portion of the hexagram and these lines in the upper portion of the hexagram. Now this is representative of heaven, so you'll have 3 lines below, 3 lines above. 3 lines are in earth and 3 lines are in heaven. So the 3 coins that we have here tie into the quantum mechanics of this. Now, what this book will describe with throwing these coins as if you're throwing dice, which actually dominoes as well as dice, I believe, stems from this book. This is the original. This is the original profound cultural creation in that culture. So that's early China, pre-antiquity, and lo and behold, dominoes and some other really well-known and popular games stem from this book, and this predates that. And these were originally all written on wooden bamboo tablets. So you would have like a little sheath of sticks, sharp sticks, kind of like if you've ever played pickup sticks. And there were 64 sticks, and each one of them had a little band, either red or blue, I believe. And you chuck those out, and then the way they land, the ones you can pick off, basically like pickup sticks. And the last ones that remained unable to pick up are your oracle sticks. So you would throw those as many times as you needed to get 6 lines. 3 are for heaven. So you have right here, I'm going to show this while I describe it. Here's an example of one character. That's Twee. It's 2 straight lines and 1 broken line. And here we have Li, which means fire, and consists of 1 straight line, 1 broken line, 1 straight line. Now, to get that, you basically throw your coin. So right here I've got 2 tails. And what these coins will do is just simplify that divination process, that oracle consultation process that I'm describing with the yarrow sticks, they call them. All those pickup sticks, the yarrow sticks. And it abbreviates it, so to speak, with these 3 coins. So I've got 2 tails and 1 head. And what that means is that's a broken line. So, in consulting this book, the first step is to write yourself a question. And it's a little elaborate, but it's basically how to introduce this book, the I Ching, in my own thanks and gratitude for its assistance in my life to YouTube and my new subscribers who I'm already so fond of. Thank you for joining. And it basically is going to be something we ask together. So what I do is I write out the question. I might take the book in my hand and I simply say, "Good night, dear I Ching. How best to work with our new YouTube channel? Any special requests? I am looking forward to wonderful subscribers and getting an idea of what important role you've played to me in my life. You have helped me in areas of no confidence, as well in those subtle creative artworks or creative procedures that sometimes seem so hard to complete, even as the artist. So sometimes this is going to be my little media room for jacuzzi, merchandise, and energetic healing systems, and Greenleaf Gallery, my 3 businesses. Behind me you can see a tree that's going to be my logo for this little media room. Now if I get stuck at any point in creating this tree, I can simply write that, "Dear I Ching, I'm at a challenging moment with this tree. For my logo, representing my business, how best would you recommend to move forward?" And I would do the same thing. Repeat that 3 times, 4 times. I usually say, may my question be, relevant and my answer be true. And then I proceed to pick up the coins. So in this case, it's Dear I Ching, how best to work with you, our YouTube channel. Any special requests? Looking forward to wonderful subscribers and getting an idea of what important and amazing role you've played in my life and continue to play in my life. You've helped me in areas of no confidence as well as in those subtle creative artwork sometimes seeming hard, challenging to complete even as an artist. Thank you. May my question be relevant, my answer be true. Good night, Dear I Ching. How best to work with our YouTube channel? Any special requests? Looking forward to these new subscribers and giving them an idea of the wonderful and important role you've played and continue to play in my life. You've helped me in areas of no confidence as well as in those subtle creative artworks sometimes seeming challenging to complete even as the artist. Thank you. So then I take my 3 coin like so. And just go like that. And what we got here is 2 tails and a heads. So anything that combines 2 that's a broken line. You just draw your line and pick up your coin. Now I got 2 tails and a heads, so it's another broken line. You can see this coming together right here. Just about my question. Sometimes I draw a little picture, to make the page a little bit more interesting and artistic. This book loves creativity. This book loves listening, loves receptivity. It's the 2 main hexagrams, those first segments I was telling you about on the tortoise shell. Receptive and creative. So in life, there's only moments when we're stuck or feel challenged, or even in huge global situations like this. You can only either be creative in addressing the situation or receptive in listening and learning about the situation. So the whole book is based on one or both of those working together, the whole yin and yang. And within one side of the yin, say masculine, you got a little need for listening and like keen or a magnified, concentrated element of the yin in the yang. So there's a need to be, even as a full yang, full man, and there's need for great feminine receptivity and an ability to listen. And within the yin, all the beautiful nurturing and bringing forth life and caring for them and comforting, really the best and most amazingly, there's need for a concentrated masculine exertion that balances that tender caring. So this is the yin and the yang. This is part of this logo as well, but we're going to continue. So now I got 3 tails, and what that means is it's a broken line, but because all 3 are one symbol, the tails sign, it's going to be changing to a straight line. That's the book of changes. It is going to become a straight line. And so what I do when that's the case, so I take my notepad, this is the 3rd one here, and mark a little dot next to the space, I gotta put a little 6. So that way I know this third line is changing to the third line, let's say over here, to a straight line. And if everything's changing, because I've got 1 hexagram, 2 hexagram, whatever. So now we continue. And right here I got all heads, so that's a straight line just above the last one, changing. So I put a dot next to the place, followed by a 9. This is the last one we have. It's changing 6 in the 3rd place, and this is a straight line or a yang line in lower heaven, changing to a yin line. So we draw that broken line. Okay, two more through. And that's 2 tails and a heads, so that's a broken line. 1 more. And we've got two tails, so that's another broken line. And if we draw both hexagrams out, we end up getting this. And I'm gonna create a little box around them, so. But I go over my little graffiti picture with it, and there we have it. So as you can see in the chart we have here, we're looking at 3 broken lines in the bottom. So we've got a kun, that's here. And then we're looking at a straight and 2 broken lines up at the top. So that would be Chen, which is thunder. It's raining right now. And this is our Chen Kun. So, and right here for this one, 16. That's number 1. And this one is gonna be broken straight. So I look for broken straight. Oops, excuse me. Straight at the bottom, broken at the top. So we're looking at Ken Mountain, and we're looking for all broken. So we go down to 15. 16 followed by 15. Oh, I knew that. The 5 was there for a reason. It's supposed to be a 2, but so now I'm going to give you a quick look.